Well, here it is, 2 o'clock. Yeah. Somebody's trying to call me. Well, we're going to try it again. Got a couple of interruptions there. Welcome back to all you folks who were here last week, and welcome to all the new people who are here this week. I'd like to bring a little bit of entertainment to you on a Sunday afternoon. I appreciate you all joining me. And I think okay, we're going to try this again. I'm going to start out today with a song I learned from John and Kathy Hollinsworth. It's called While the Band is Playing Dixie, I'm Humming Home Sweet Home. I pretty much stole their arrangement, did a couple of things to make it a little more different, added some minors. That being said, I always wondered, it's a story about a boy who goes off to war, and it's across the sea, and I always kind of wondered which war it was. I figured at first it was the Civil War, but why would it go across the sea? That didn't make any sense. So I did a little checking on the song and found out that it was actually written in 1900, so that certainly excludes the Civil War as being part of this song. And then I poked around and found out that in 1898 there was the Spanish-American War. So this being written in 1900, I would guess that it was probably being written about the Spanish-American War. It was written by a man named Joseph Herzig, and again, 1900 was the publication date, and he published that in Philadelphia, so not too far from here. It's While the Band is Playing Dixie. It was on a day when soldiers rode a line to those they loved, to mothers, wives, and sweethearts far away, that a fair-haired boy sat dreaming of a far-off southern town, and the dark-eyed maiden waiting day by day. While the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming home sweet home. It takes me back to Georgia, though I'm far across the pond. Once again beside the river with my Mary here all alone, while the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming home sweet home. The night while all lay sleeping came the bugle call to arms. With flashing eyes they plunged into the fray, and among the first to give his life up for the cause he loved was the boy who dreamed of Dixie far away. While the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming home sweet home. It takes me back to Georgia, though I'm far across the pond. Once again beside the river with my Mary here all alone, while the band is playing Dixie, I'm humming home sweet home. They found within his pocket a blood-stained little note. A bullet hole had pierced it through and through. It began with, "Darling Mary, if I don't come back again, just remember that my last thoughts were on you." While the band I'll just wait for you to all stop applauding. And I'll wait for my wife to stop laughing. This next song is a request from last week. Excuse me. One of my former students and now jam session attendee, Linda Bloom, asked for this tune. So, Linda, here is an old British Isles tune called Southwind. That was Southwind. Here's another request that came in from last week. And two people actually requested this. Good friend and fellow auto harper Eileen Kozloff is one of them. And then the other was a young lady that graduated from the Art Institute of Philadelphia the same year my daughter did. They both were in the same classes as they were getting a degree in interior design. And her name is Dana Michelle. So this is for Eileen and Dana. You'll know what it is. I don't have to tell you. That was Over the Rainbow. Some of you folks have asked me about my auto harps, so I'll tell you a little bit about them. This one is a chromatic auto harp. It's like having a piano with all the white keys, all the black keys. And this is made in 1991. Has a walnut top, has a spruce back, and it has 21 bars on it. It's one that was made by George Orthy in Newport, Pennsylvania. He's been one of the foremost auto harp builders in the world. And he built this one for me in 1991. And I got to pick out the wood for the top. We went to the room up above the loft over his wood shop in the barn. And he had all his wood stored up there. And I picked out a piece of walnut, and he had just enough wood to make this harp and one other harp. And that harp he sent to Winfield, Kansas to be a prize in it's the Walnut Valley Festival's International Auto Harp Championship. So that year just happened to be the year that I won the International Auto Harp Championship, and I was able to win back the sister, and so that's this auto harp, and this is a diatonic auto harp. It plays in two keys, G and D only, and it's kind of unusual in that it has a covered chord bar is a solid cover. Nowadays, most of the chord bars are all open and you can see them. And it also has the Walnut Valley decal for the Auto Harp Championship. So I was very pleased to get both of those auto harps since there were only two made with that one piece of wood. Now I'm going to move on to another auto harp here. This one is made by John Hollinsworth, and he owns Blue Ridge Auto Harps in Christiansburg, Virginia, down southern Virginia. I won this auto harp as well, and I don't remember which contest it was. I think it was at the Mountain Laurel Auto Harp Gathering, and I was very pleased to have this auto harp, and that it is the first one that I've ever had from John Hollinsworth. I like his sound hole. That's a tulip poplar leaf, which is very common around John's area. I'm going to do a song now. It's a Carter family song, and it's called The Storms Are on the Ocean. And this is another request from Linda Bloom. I'm going away to leave you, love. I'm going away for a while, but I'll return to see you sometime if I go 10,000 miles. The storms are on the ocean, the heavens may cease to be, this world may lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. Oh, who will dress your pretty little feet, and who will glove your hand? Oh, who will kiss your rosy red cheeks when I'm in a foreign land? The storms are on the ocean, the heavens may cease to be, this world may lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. this world may lose its motion, love, if I prove false to thee. If I prove false to thee. There you go, Linda. Underneath the table here, it's all dark, and all these harps look alike, so I had to look twice before I get the right one. Here's another request. This one's from my good friend Patricia in Washington State. That poor state is facing an awful lot of troubles, so try to keep my thoughts with them along with everybody else, but they're having a particularly bad time. Patricia has a little dachshund dog called Matilda, so she's asked that I play this, and I bet it's probably for Matilda. Well, I hope that little wiener dog enjoyed that. I hope you did too, Patricia.
Sonny wants to know if you're drinking alcohol. You said no fruit juice.
No, I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm drinking fruit juice.
Rick Rosen asked if it was fermented fruit juice.
But I will if you want. You know, I have nothing against that. This is another auto harp that's really very nice to own because it came in a special way. This auto harp used to belong to Karen Mueller, and for you non-auto harp people, she's an incredible, fantastic auto harp player, and also she teaches music in the St. Paul. What is it? It's the Twin Cities, St. Paul, and some other one. I forgot what it is in Minnesota. She's doing a lot of stuff online too, so you might want to check her out. It's Karen Mueller, Mueller. She's giving concerts and doing lessons all online, and she can help. She can use all the help we could give her too. This auto harp is made by Daigle Auto Harps in SeaTac, Washington State, and Pete Daigle owns the Daigle Auto Harps, and he works there with his son and a number of other people building auto harps. And he has a really wonderful store out there, which I'd love to come visit sometime if I could. This one is belonged to Karen Mueller, and when she traded it in on a new harp, Pete passed it along to me, and I was really delighted to get this auto harp. Unfortunately, Karen didn't leave any of the songs that she plays in here, so I can't get those songs out of here. So we'll just have to do another one. Here's another request. This is from my daughter, Jenny, and she's listening down in Philadelphia, and it's called Farther Along. Tempted and tried, we're off made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living about us, never molested, though in the wrong. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When death has come and taken our loved ones, it leaves our bones so lonely and drear, and then we do wonder why others prosper, living so wicked year after year. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. When we see Jesus coming in glory, when he comes down from his home in the sky, then we shall meet him in that bright mansion. We'll understand it all by and by. Farther along, we'll know all about it. Farther along, we'll understand why. Cheer up, my brother, live in the sunshine. We'll understand it all by and by. We'll understand it all by and That song, Farther Along, that gospel song is on a CD that I made, I believe it was a couple of years ago, called Lordy Me. And my daughter and wife joined me on that and put in some harmonies on about half the songs on that CD. And that song was one that my daughter was singing a harmony along with. So I hope you did it this time too, Jenny. I don't know if I picked up the right harp here. No, of course I didn't. It's the other one. I haven't played any of the O'Carolan tunes yet. Turlough O'Carolan was a very famous Irish harper in the 17th century, I believe. Not exactly sure of the date, but I'm pretty sure it's the 17th century. He was a blind Irish harper, and he traveled around the country. A lot of the myths surrounding him tell of him being a poor itinerant who went from town to town and essentially was busking in the streets, and that's not really true at all. Turlough O'Carolan was well respected by the upper classes of those days, because in those days, if you couldn't make your own music, you certainly didn't have a phonograph record or anything like that to listen to. So you had to make your own music. And if you couldn't play an instrument, you would host somebody to come live with you and perform music for you. And that's what Turlough did. He went to a number of different homes all around Ireland. And if he particularly liked someone, he might write a song for them in tribute. And those songs were called planksties. And this is called Planksty Fanny Power. That, I think, is a really beautiful tune. And Turlough O'Carolan wrote hundreds of those tunes. The tunes never had any chords to go along with the melody line, so it leaves it up to the musician to put in the chords that he or she thinks appropriate. So you do get an awful lot of variation between how each person might play that song. Now I'm going to do a song that has been in our family for many, many, many years, and I never knew about it, not until the 1980s, when I was out in California and I was going from Los Angeles to San Francisco. I was going from one festival to another, and I think it was about 1987, and I was with my aunt and uncle. They were driving a 35-foot motorhome, so it was very comfortable going up the Pacific Coast Highway and very beautiful at the same time. And at one point during the trip, my uncle asked me, "Have you ever heard the Monkey Song?" And I said, "No, I don't know that song." And he said, "Well, this is a song that my father, meaning my grandfather, sang to me and to your father and to your aunt." And I never knew that, for one, my grandfather sang, or two, that he actually played the guitar. Unfortunately, I never did meet my grandfather. I was about 4 years old, I think, when he died, so I don't have any memories of him at all. And I certainly didn't know about this song. So my uncle taught me this song. I later found out that the actual name of it is not the Monkey Song, but it's actually the Whiz Fish Song. And I believe I did some research at one point and found out that it was written around 1923. Here we go. On the swaying branch of a rubber tree, 10,000 miles away, on the branch of a hollow river, far off there away, there sits a nervous monkey, his eyes with fear agleam, his tail a-dangling gently within the limpid stream. Just every 19 minutes he jerks it through the air, for the South American whizfish, a dangling helpless there. But the bite of the hungry whizfish is tough on a tender tail, so as he sits a-fishing you can hear that monkey wail. Oh, shades of Isaac Walton, was that another bite? If I didn't feel so hungry, I'd quit this job tonight. But I love the roasted whizfish, though the bite drives me insane, for I did so wish to catch a fish, that I managed to stand the pain. Then one fine day, a yellowfish with a jaw 6 feet by 9, who chanced to have been nearby, seized hold of that monkey's line. He started down the river quite unconcernedly, while the monkey screamed and chattered and clung to that rubber tree. That tree stretched like a garter 1,000 miles or so. Then the fish let go and the monkey flew like an arrow from a bow. They say he's still flying, if you care to try. You can hear that monkey whimper as he whistles through the sky. Oh, shades of Isaac Walton, was that another bite? If I didn't feel so hungry, I quit this job tonight. But I love the roasted whizfish, the bite drives me insane, for I did so wish to catch a fish, that I managed to stand the pain. So that's for my cousin Jenny Lou requested that. She's out in Phoenix, Arizona. And I saw my cousin Sonny is also watching in from Massachusetts. And any of the other family members, I hope you enjoyed that one that's been passed down through the ages. That's actually the only song I learned in the true folk tradition, and that I, one, learned it from my family, and two, I didn't learn it from music. I learned it from somebody teaching it to me, good old Uncle Bob. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band of angels watching over me, coming for to carry me home. Sing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If you get it there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Hello, my friends, I'm a-coming there too, coming for to carry me home. Sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Coming for to carry me home. I've always loved that little gospel song. I am certainly by no means a singer-songwriter. I have written some songs, but not enough to be considered a singer-songwriter. So I'm going to do one of those there now. This is a song I wrote back in the 1980s. I was taking a class at the Augusta Heritage Arts Workshops at the Davis and Elkins College in Elkins, West Virginia. And during the course of that class, everyone had to put his name into a hat, and then everyone else would draw names from the hat. You couldn't draw your own name, you had to draw somebody else in the class. And you had to write a song about that person. Well, I drew the name of a young fellow. He was 19 years old. And I didn't know anything about him. I had never really met him before. And after dinner, we got together so I could try to find out something about him and be able to write a song about him. I did want to do a good job with it. And I found myself sitting up with him until probably 3 o'clock in the morning listening to his life. And this poor fellow, he didn't know where he was going. He didn't know where he had been. He didn't know where he was. He was an extremely confused young man. And as it turned out, he now has a family. He has a recording out. And everything must have turned out well for him. And I'm very glad. But I wrote this song for him, and it's called You Don't Have to Know. You don't have to know where you're going. You don't have to know where you've been. You don't have to know where you're sleeping tonight or which town you'll be sleeping in. There's no secret known for a rich life, no answer for what's bad or good. You just have to know when it's your time to go, that you've done the best that you could. You just have to know there are answers to questions that you'll never find. And just knowing this should be all that you need to live with a satisfied mind. There's no secret known for a rich life, no answer for what's bad or good. You just have to know when it's your time to go, that you've done the best that you could. You don't have to know what's the right choice. You have every right to be wrong. And when things get tough and the roads all seem dark, just remember the words of this song. There's no secret known for a rich life, no answer for what's bad or good. You just have to know when it's your time to go, that you've done the best that you could. You just have to know when it's your time to go, that you've done the best that you could. My producer says I have to smile. How's that, producer?
Okay. Say bonjour to Danielle. She just joined.
What's that?
Say bonjour to Danielle. She just joined.
Oh, we have a person that's watching from France. Bonjour, Danielle. Comment ça va? That's the extent of my French. Here's a Carter family song. Just have time for a couple more here. And this one seems to have appropriate lyrics for this time in our lives. And it's called Keep on the Sunny Side. There's a dark and a troubled side of life. There's a bright and a sunny side too. Though we meet with the darkness and strife, the sunny side we also may view. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all our way, if we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Oh, the storm and its fury broke today, crushing hopes that we cherish so dear. Clouds and storms will in time pass away, the sun again will shine bright and clear. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all our way, if we'll keep on the sunny side of life. Let us greet with a song of hope each day. Though the moment be cloudy or fair, let us trust in our Savior always, who keepeth everyone in his care. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It will help us every day, it will brighten all our way, if we'll keep on the sunny Well, it's hard to believe as time's flown by so quickly. Been playing for 50 minutes now and yakking a little too. I'm going to end this the way I did last week. My producer is laughing, so there must be some funny comments being made.
Rick Rosen said, just had this vision of Ivan as a member of the Carter family. Ivan Carter.
Somebody is visioning me as a member of the Carter family. I do have some delusional friends. I do have a piece of A.P. Carter's cabin that he had up on Clinch Mountain when he was a fire watcher up there. And through a stroke of luck, I was able to get a hold of a piece of siding that came off of that cabin. And it hangs on my wall in my studio. Maybe I'll show it to you next time I do it. I'm pretty sure I might be doing another concert because it doesn't look like things are going to get too much better in the next week. So you'll be able to look at my piece of board. Before I end this today, I want to thank you all for joining in. I also want to give a big thanks to all the people who dropped some money into my musician's tip jar via PayPal and Venmo. And if you've enjoyed this concert, I wouldn't stop you from doing that yourselves. You would just go to my email address, which is Ivan, .autoharp@gmail.com. That's Ivan.autoharp@gmail.com. Also, if you're interested in any of my CDs, I do have 5 CDs out there. You can email me at that same address, and I'll be happy to send you a little lowdown on them in case you're interested in purchasing any CDs. So with that, I thank you all for joining in. I hope you all had a good time. I know I did. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing the song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Stay healthy, you all.